Good day, 7th graders. This is Mrs. Paichy, and I'm making this video for both 7th grade classes because everyone's having a snow day. So hi, Mrs. Bott's class. Hi to my class. So we're going to cover 2 lessons today. First, we're going to start with lesson 14. And once again, this is going to be another unit conversion. You have to memorize this one. 1 gallon is approximately 3.8 liters. Okay? You have to memorize this. This is like miles to kilometers and all the other things you have to memorize. So work on memorizing this one. These I set up as my thing 1 to thing 2 equals thing 1 to thing 2. If you use this model, these problems will always work out correctly. So in this case, my question says, I have 50 liters. Approximately how many gallons do I have? Well, I'm like, okay, well, I know this because I've memorized this, so I'm going to set this up. 1 gallon is to 3.8 liters. That equals, this is my thing 1, this is my thing 2. So on the other side of my equal sign, I have my other thing 1, which is going to be gallons to gallons. My thing 2 is liters, so gallon to gallon, liter to liter. I know my 1 and my 3.8, that comes from here. My problem gives me 50 liters, and my question is, how many gallons? I don't know. I'm going to call it N. When 2 fractions are equal, I will cross multiply. So I'm going to take my 50 times my 1, which gives me 50, and 3.8 times my N, which gives me 3.8N. I left off the units because it makes the math a little bit clearer. So now I know if I have 50 equals 3.8N, my N is being multiplied by 3.8, so I will divide both sides by 3.8, and N is approximately 13.1 gallons. The book asks you to round to the nearest gallon, so this will be 13 gallons. Thing 1 to thing 2. Thing 1 to thing 2. Liters to gallons, liters to gallons. Okay? The next problem says, okay, I have 12 gallons. How many liters do I have? It's solved the same way. Thing 1 to thing 2, thing 1 to thing 2. Gallon to liters, gallon to liters. And in this case, I go, okay, I'm going to use my 1 gallon and my 3.8 liters. That's my memorized math fact. I'm going to take the 12 gallons from my problem, and I don't know how many liters, so I'm going to call it N. When 2 fractions are equal, I will cross multiply. So N equals 3.8 times 12. I just do the math, and I know that N is approximately 46. So this number, 46, is my answer, and it comes back up here. So 12 gallons is approximately 46 liters. Now, the last problem. I have 35 liters, and I want to know about how many gallons that is. Thing 1 to thing 2, thing 1 to thing 2. Gallon to liters equals gallon to liters. So in this case, I know this. This is my memorized math fact, so I can always set this up. In this problem, I have 35 liters. So that goes down here with the 35. Over here, I don't know how many gallons I have, so I'm going to call it N. When I have 2 fractions that are equal, I will cross multiply. So 35 equals 3.8 N. Now I know that my N is being multiplied by 3.8, so I'm going to divide both sides by 3.8. And then I just do the math, and I know that N equals, I'm going to give you guys a minute to figure out the math on that one, but N is going to be some number. N is going to be, I copied this, N is going to be approximately 9 gallons. Okay, so this answer here, I'm going to copy back up into my problem, and that is my answer. So 35 liters equals 9 gallons. So lesson 14, the important things. Memorize this guy. 1 gallon is approximately 3.8 liters. Now set up your problem. If you set your problems up doing thing 1 to thing 2, these are always going to work, okay? Thing 1 to thing 2 equals thing 1 to thing 2. Gallon to liters equals gallon to liters. Did the same thing over here. Gallon to liters equals gallon to liters. Same thing over here. Gallon to liters equals gallon to liters. When 2 fractions are equal, I will cross multiply. Then I just do the math and I get my answer. Okay, so this is just like all the other unit conversions that you have done, except we have a new one. So work on memorizing that. Your homework is on ClassReach, and it's on the back side of my whiteboard that I will give to you guys after we finish lesson 15. So this concludes lesson 14. I will see you in a minute for lesson 15.